Okay, I'm Roman Curtis Kimel. I'm a natural person in full life, in propria persona, sui juris serveritis.
The state mandates the child support be paid in accordance with the law, and then they confiscate portions of that child support to reimburse the state for what they're paying on behalf of the child.
Is this Admiralty Maritime Court law?
Don't even do that bull.
My name is Forbes Dabney. I'm a national. I do not want him to represent me. I want my friend and my legal person to represent me.
Welcome to Sovereign Citizen Legal Encounter. So we have a few cases for tonight. I gave you the quick recap on it. Legal Encounter. So we have, and so we ready to go. I'm glad to see everyone in the chat. So we're going to get this thing going. And so, yeah, for the three people we have tonight, first one is Roman Kemp. And then we have, he's a sovereign citizen, obviously. Ron Miller with child support. And then we have Forbes Dabney, old case, 2019 case for zoning. And then he gets a new charge for resisting arrest and all of that good stuff, okay? So let's get into it. Let's go.
Who's the individual? And sir, what is your name at the jail?
I'm Roman Kimel. I mean, I can place my status on the record if you like.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Yeah, I'll get to you. 1 second. I need to look over some things. Are you representing yourself?
No, sir, I'm not representing myself. I'm presenting myself.
Okay. I mean, do you have is a court-appointed attorney going to be speaking with you, or are you going to have a retained attorney?
No, sir.
Okay, calling case Tom King 25 William Boy 00474 in the matter of Roman Curtis Kimel. Mr. Kimel, would you please state your name for the record?
Yeah, I like to state
Just tell me
my
your
name.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, all I have to do is say it.
I'm Roman Curtis Kimel, a natural person in full life.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Mr. Kimel. Let's try not to talk together. I mean, I'm going to allow you plenty of time to talk because I have to. But are you representing yourself here today? You don't need an attorney, or you want an attorney?
No, sir. I'm not representing myself. I'm presenting myself. I don't need another man to present.
Are you presenting yourself? So you don't want an attorney, you're presenting yourself here today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir, for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Williams, you were charged with domestic violence. And this offense is a violation of MCL 750.81. It carries a maximum penalty up to 93 days in jail, possible fine of $500. Count 2 is also refusal for collecting fingerprints and, I'm sorry?
This is Mr. Campbell, sir, Your Honor, not Mr.
Okay.
Williams.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. Thank you so much. So same thing. I'm sorry, Mr. Kimel. You're charged with domestic violence, as I've indicated. MCL 750.81. It carries a maximum penalty of 93 days in jail, possible fines of $500 and/or both, not including any court costs. I am going to enter a plea on your behalf of not guilty on this offense. You will be given an additional, and you're also charged with refusal for collecting fingerprints and data, which the court is ordering that you do that. As I've indicated, I'm entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf for this matter. I'll indicate that you're self-representing at this time as well. I do have some other conditions for you before I set bond. You're not to have any direct or indirect contact with Marissa, Maurissa Smith. You're not to return to the premises known as 6337 Road.
That's my home.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna take all your questions at the end. So no problem. It's not. Just hold on to that question. That's all. You're gonna have plenty of time to talk at the end. So do not return to the premises known as 6337 Celeste Road, West Bloomfield. You will not assault, beat, verbally harass, intimidate, or threaten any potential witnesses. Personally appear for all court proceedings. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court, and immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number. You need to provide the court with a valid address within 24 hours of your release. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. You will not possess any firearms or other dangerous weapons. You shall refrain from using alcohol, any form of THC, illegal drugs, or using any medication. You must contact pretrial services within 24 hours of your release. That's at the 48th District Court in Bloomfield Hills. Pick up no new criminal offenses. And I understand you're self-representing yourself here today. The court will set a bond in the amount of $1,500 cash surety, no 10%. Sir, do you understand your bond, what I've read off to you, your bond conditions?
Yeah, I understand all of that, but all of that.
Okay, now I'm gonna take your questions right now. Thank you very much. So what questions do you have for the court?
Can I place my status on the record, sir?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, I'm Roman Curtis Kimel. I'm a natural person in full life, in propria persona, sui juris ser habitus. My nationality and citizenship being Moorish American national, unconditional heir, apparent vessel for the Moroccan Empire. I come at Northwest Mexum, at North America, North Gate, Turtle Island. I come under protection by way of Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1836, between United States Service Corporation and the Moroccan Empire. I also would like everybody else that's involved with this matter to place their status on the record, and so that it can be noted. And also, I'm not representing myself. I'm presenting myself. Not only that, I'm not standing a surety to Roman Curtis Kimel in all capital letters, ins legis, corporate entity. So that be noted for the record, please, sir.
Hutch here on special appearance, huh? And everybody on YouTube here on special appearance. He been hanging around Eric Martin.
I also reside in domicile at 6337. That's my address. That's my home. The defendant, witness, or whoever that is, Marissa, she doesn't live there, and so that's where I was kidnapped from. That's my home, sir.
Okay, and I will allow you to go back there one time and one time only with a police escort to obtain some minor personal property. That's with a police escort only. Otherwise, you cannot go back to that location. You have another court date coming up. Your next court date is going to be your pretrial date. That date will be provided to you prior to you bonding out. If not, you're going to have to contact the 48th District Court in Bloomfield Hills. Other than that, best of luck to you, sir. Officer, we're all set here. Thank you very much for your time.
If I could, Your Honor, we would like the refusal of the booking process that he not be released until that is completed.
Absolutely. He must submit, as it relates to the booking, he must submit to the booking processing in this information, including fingerprints, which is the biometric data. He must provide that information prior to release as well. You're all set, officer. Thank you.
So I'd like one more thing, sir. I'd like to invoke my treaty right to consular jurisdiction. I've been asking someone to be that's competent in the notification and access manual, and I haven't been given that right. My rights have been violated as far as all of that's concerned, also. So
okay, make sure you mention that to the judge when you see the judge. So thank you very much, sir, for that. And officer, we're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, must submit the biometric fingerprint data prior to release.
Yeah, that was funny. I never heard somebody throw so many words together. I think he beat Eric Martin out on that. What y'all think? And yeah, we got Colin in the house. He came by to say hi to the people that know him, and those of you who don't know him, he's somebody I've been kind of hanging out with lately. So you can check out his channel. I had to put it in the description. But yeah, cooling with Colin. So thank you for stopping by, Colin. I know you normally sleep around this time. All right, so we're going to go to the next hearing, which is Ryan Miller. He filed a motion in child support. So this guy, he's been dealing with stuff with this child support for a while. So he's trying to get the rate changed because you'll see when the judge talks about all of this. But the judge is definitely going to shut him down in here when he starts that stuff up. Okay? All right, let's go.
Sir, this is your motion. What do you have to add to it?
I'm wondering if you got those check stubs that I've entered in.
I didn't get any check stubs.
So
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I did get some check stubs. Yes, you were the one that did have them. Yeah, I had a question on those because you got 2 support notices on each stub. So do you have more than one case?
yes, sir.
Okay, how many children do you have?
2.
Okay, this one and another one?
Yep.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out, I have a feeling that what's happening is they are maxed out on how much they can take out of your checks. The reason that you keep getting hauled in is because you're not paying the full amount of child support.
But at the time that they was taking the money out of my checks, they
Right.
issued the warrant.
Right. If you owe $100 and they only collect 70, you're gaining $30 a month in arrears. And once the
No.
arrears hit a month, well, that's why I was asking, because the amount of child support that is are these weekly checks or monthly?
Weekly, sir. It's
Okay.
$440. They was receiving that, and at the time,
And how much did they say that you owe?
just now recently,
Yeah.
they said I was in arrears is $5,000.
Okay. Yeah, because I have a feeling that's what's happening. Now
But-
you have the right to have this child support reviewed at this point in time. It's been 3 years since the last order, so it can be reviewed for you.
But my whole thing is, I wasn't paying because last year, April,
Mhm.
they got a $5,000 check on my behalf
From whom?
from an employer, from a settlement, which was from an employer.
Okay, and they confiscated all 5,000?
Yep, it was.
Okay, and that should have gone against any arrears. Now their next question would be, are you sure they got it?
Child support?
No, the $5,000 check.
Child support got that $5,000 check.
Are you sure they got it?
Yes, I'm sure they
Okay,
got it.
because what I would do if I were you is ask for an accounting of the case to make sure they got it. And accounting will give you a computer readout of every month that you owe and every payment that's been made. And they do it in writing. So if you write them and ask for an accounting of your child support, because some of this stuff will not be in the court file. The court file is a public file. So the court does not know how much your arrearage is unless they apply for a show cause. Okay.
Okay. And I haven't been paying recently because I was under the impression that the obligation is $445 a month.
Well, it looks like how have you not been are you not employed anymore?
I'm at work right now.
Okay, well, it's because the employer automatically takes it out.
Right. I just started this job, and
Okay, then you have to notify the front of the court what job you changed to, so that they can apply it to the appropriate. Because they issue an automatic income withholding order. Again, that does not go in the court file because it contains some very specific information about you, and you don't want that public information.
this is what I'm trying to say to you, sir.
Hmm?
They received $5,000 last
And I told you what to do to deal with that.
April.
Yeah.
I was under the impression cover the rest of the year. I did not know that they
they don't cover anything forward. They only cover things currently owed.
Right. Okay.
They can't hold money forward. If they have an overpayment within 48 hours, they will send you back a check for the overpayment.
Okay. Well, they still was in breach of contract.
There is no contract. This is the law. That's not a contract.
Is this
They're
Zoom
following-
just about child support?
Yeah. Sorry, Ms. Cry. That's what his motion's about.
And
So-
why did I have to join? I'm thinking this for
Well,
my
'cause,
motion.
You have a motion?
Yes, I do.
I have a motion for child support and an amended motion for child support. Those are the only motions before the court.
My motion wasn't about child support.
What was your motion about?
It was basically just for me trying to get his rights and stuff revoked. I did all this
We
stuff
we
like
we we don't revoke rights in a parent in a family law case.
you should have been
That's
getting some paper. I
it
did
won't
all this stuff
well,
last week.
that motion would be automatically denied because
She don't want him to be the daddy anymore.
we do not revoke parental rights in a family law case. That has to be done in a neglect case,
In a what case?
an abuse neglect case.
So why did they have me filling out the papers?
I
And I
have
took
I
the
have no idea. I don't know what papers you filled out. I don't have them. Okay. So I'm sorry, I didn't know you had a motion. But I was going to ask for your input before we finish this. I'm just trying to deal with his issues on child support.
okay.
He seems to be under a misapprehension that this is a contractual relationship, and it's not. It's a statutory relationship.
Okay.
The front of the court is following their statutory authority to collect child support on behalf of the child. So that's what's necessary, and they will automatically follow their rules and the statutes in doing so. The court tells them when or if child support should be reviewed. And again, I've informed you, sir, Mr. Miller, you have the right to ask for a child support review if that's what you're asking for. But yeah, if you're not paying support, they're going to be hauling you in to explain why you're not paying.
Well, I also was sick.
Okay, that's fine too. But again, you're going to have to explain why the payments weren't being made and why you owe.
Payments wasn't being made because I was under.
You're under a misapprehension, not an understanding. So that one I could tell you you're wrong on. So the best you can do is ask for an accounting to make sure that all money is accounted for and all payments are accounted for. Now, do you want this sent to the front of the court for a child support review?
I want this case closed and dismissed.
It's not going to be closed and it's not going to be dismissed.
So even though they were receiving the full monthly obligations, it's okay for them to.
If you owe, they're going to haul you in to find out why you're not paying the amount.
And we wasn't receiving I wasn't receiving no full
Well,
amount of no
ma'am,
child support.
part of this, you're not going to receive the full amount. You're on state aid. The reason that this case was brought, it was brought by the state of Michigan because of your state aid. When you're on state aid, the state mandates the child support be paid in accordance with the law, and then they confiscate portions of that child support to reimburse the state for what they're paying on behalf of the child.
Is this Admiralty Maritime Court law?
No, it's not Admiralty Maritime Court law. This is the state of Michigan. We are not in the middle of an ocean.
Because the flag in the back got a gold fringe on it.
Yeah, don't even do that bull. That's a bunch of bull.
He shut him down right away. I like that. All of them need to do that.
You have.
It is a United States. I don't know what you're receiving, ma'am, but this case was brought by the prosecutor's office on behalf of DHHS because of state aid involvement.
Oh, I don't receive anything. I haven't since like
okay,
last
well
summer.
then once you stop that, then you should be receiving the full amount, but the state will confiscate part of anything that's still owed to them from any child support collected. Right now, I'm not sure how much the arrearage is. Obviously, there is an arrearage. So, no, the UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code, does not apply to this court, sir. This is a family law court.
That you don't have on the gown neither, so you're not.
You're right. That's because I'm an appointed judicial official, not an elected judicial official.
Oh,
So
yes, I have a full authority. I am sworn in. I am an attorney prior to being this in my judicial capacity. So yeah, I have full authority, and the authority is given to me by statute as well. So I follow the statutes, the laws that I have to follow.
So this statutes and codes, it's not actually law.
It's not code. It's law. It's statutes. It's the laws of the state of Michigan.
Statutes and codes.
Statutes, no codes. The Uniform Commercial Code does not apply to this court.
Ouch.
All right. Do you want the child support review or not, sir?
I do want the child support review.
Okay. In that case, I will send this for a child support review. Ms. Cry, any questions, ma'am?
Nope.
All righty. I will look at your motion when I do receive it, ma'am. I don't know when it's scheduled for, but it was not scheduled for this morning. Okay.
That's what I thought this was for.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem. This was for his motion.
Oh.
All right. Have a good morning to both of you. I'll send this to the front of the court for child support review. Have your most recent current pay stub available. Both of you.
I'm under the impression that there's a warrant.
You do have a warrant.
I didn't notice a warrant, but that wouldn't come up on this file for this motion. That would be a separate issue. You might want to call the warrant department if you believe there's a warrant, because you can deal with that.
I
Okay.
wasn't properly served on.
Again, the court has no paperwork concerning any of your warrant. I don't have her paperwork for her motion. I can't advise on things that I don't have before me because I need to look at them before to find out if they're properly served or not. Call the warrant office and find out what's going on. If you believe there's a warrant, this is the first I've heard of it.
This is the motion for support.
This is the motion for support, and that's why I'm sending it to the front of the court for child support review.
And this all is under the same thing. Why they issued the warrant? Supposedly.
No, that's separate issues. This is ongoing support. Your warrant is about back support, if there is one. Okay. Yep. Two separate departments. All righty. Good luck. Have a good morning. Take care, everybody. Motion's granted for support. Review. Okay. Admiralty Court. I love it. Let me get my.
All right, that was something else. But he definitely has a warrant. So, and there's another hearing coming up. So when that hearing comes up, I'll see if I can get access to it, look at it, and see if he's talking at maritime or whatever he wants to say in his little sovereign citizen language. So the next hearing is Forbes Dabney in Judge Simpson's court. This guy has a case from 2019 for zoning. And when it was time for him to get arrested, he was fighting the police a little bit. Okay. So let's check this guy out. And you're going to be like, if you don't know this guy already, you're going to be like, really? He's doing all of this? You'll see. Let's go.
Is Forbes Dabney.
Andrew Banis, Assistant Public Defender with behalf of Mr. Dabney.
What's your name?
My name is Forbes Dabney. I'm a national, and I am not sure if I'm able to get the truth of the court, so I need help. And a friend is standing by with all the legal things that I can do to stop these things in private and against my bonds. I don't know what to say. I don't want him to represent me.
Pardon?
I do not want him to represent me. I want my friend and my legal person to represent me or help me.
Okay. So I'll come back to what you're saying, Mr. And you were saying what?
Your Honor, after I reviewed the discovery, I initially had some competency concerns, but I wasn't going to follow through before speaking with Mr. Dabney. And it's okay. I called him, but I didn't hear back from him. But I was happy to see he was here today. And so I did ask to speak with him, and he very politely declined to speak with me.
Okay, so
I can't hear very well.
you can't hear. Can we get equipment, please? Can you hear me now, Mr. Dabney?
Yes, I do.
All right, very good. You need to take that. My bail is not going to hold that for you. All right.
All right.
Okay, so Mr. Dabney, are you intending on representing yourself?
No, I come to settle this. There's custom numbers, there's bond and all these things with my social, my called birth certificate. There's money there sitting for there.
There's what?
There's money sitting for that.
For what?
This case. You have a case before you, Forbes Dabney Jr.?
Oh, I do.
Well, that's all I want to do is settle it.
Okay, but do you understand what you're charged with?
No, I don't.
Okay, so when you went for do you remember being arraigned?
I don't remember that either. I don't understand that either. So we need to,
Okay, hold on.
Where is-
Just hold on, Mr. Dabney. I just want to go back here. Back on November 21st of 2023, do you remember appearing before Magistrate Fink?
no, I've had a.
Okay,
So.
Okay, so-
Issues dealing with.
okay, so
Lights.
okay, so hold on. When did you have the stroke?
This is 2000, something like 2020 or somewhere around there.
Okay, so you were before the magistrate on November 21st, 2023. Do you remember that?
Yes, but the circumstances concerned, not sure all that.
Okay, but do you
Have
do you
some
remember? Okay, but do you remember being before the magistrate?
I don't know the dates. I don't know.
Okay, so let's so let's try this.
I come here to settle it as a.
I understand, but I've got to make sure of a couple of things, okay? So that's why I'm asking you some of these questions.
Sure.
Do you remember appearing before me before? On December 7th? You may not remember the date. You remember appearing before me?
Don't recall everything, but yeah. I don't know.
You don't know if you appeared before me?
There's so many things that happen over the time.
No, I understand, but I just want to make sure, I'm trying to figure out what you remember, because you're telling me you don't understand what you're charged with, right?
Right. I don't.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Do you remember seeing me in court on December 7th or December 21st?
I remember this, but I don't know the
You
date.
remember what?
Don't remember the date.
Hey, Mark, that's a funny one you put up there. So that's why I was up there.
Okay, but do you remember being here?
Yeah.
I see you looking around the room.
I'm looking at this building. I do remember it, yes.
Okay, but do you remember being before me?
But I don't remember the date.
Right, I get that. But do you remember being before me?
Yes, I think I do remember. That.
Well, hold on, Mr. Dabney. If you don't remember, you need to just tell me I don't remember. It's okay. But I just need to know if you're not recalling it.
I don't know how to answer it. I had a stroke.
Okay, but you had a stroke back in 2017 or 18, you said, right?
Whatever that happened, yes. I was, I do remember their records that showed that I was the Wayne County or Wayne City Airport.
Okay.
Or whatever. And they held me, and that's when I got hit upside the head. That's when the stroke happened.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, let me ask you, it's okay if it's true, Mr. Dabney. Do you have problems remembering things at times? Is that why you had the person you wanted to help you?
Yes.
Okay, so you have problems remembering sometimes.
Person that's standing by right now, he says he will come when I come here. I can call him now.
Okay.
I lost his phone, so I lost my phone.
Okay, so Mr. Dabney, here's what I'm gonna do, okay? After talking to you.
Sure.
Because I have to make sure that you understand the proceedings that are happening and what you're charged with and the like,
Right.
okay?
I don't.
That,
Right. Okay.
okay, that's a big part of what I have to do,
Okay.
okay? So, and I'm a little bit concerned, okay, for you, because you told me you had a stroke, and then you're telling me there's some things you don't remember. And just hold on, just let me just finish, okay?
Sure.
And then I gave you your 3 dates that you've been in our court here, and you said you didn't remember being before the magistrate, and you didn't remember being before me. Okay,
What I needed.
pardon?
I was looking for a trial by church or trial. I didn't get that.
Got it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
On my motion, I'm doing this. Their public defender's not doing that. I may have them prepare the order.
Oh,
Okay, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order a competency evaluation of your forensic evaluation, just to make sure that you can understand the proceedings. Okay,
my friend, will they be with me?
pardon?
Can they be with me?
Who?
My friend.
For the evaluation?
For other legal battles too, yes.
Okay, if the
Because this
person,
could be easily solved
pardon?
with the money.
Right, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order a competency evaluation. I'm gonna give you another date to come back. You're gonna meet with somebody in between then. They'll communicate with you regarding your appointment with them.
Will
And
they
if
be-
they let, hold on, if they let your friend come, that's fine with the court. Okay?
So are you saying this, that I will not have my trial by jury?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just telling you, your trial by jury may happen later. It's not gonna happen today.
Okay.
Okay? You're not giving up any of your rights whatsoever.
Okay.
I just have to make sure of certain things before we can proceed on this case.
Sure.
Okay? Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry.
so what I will do is I'm citing the order on competency or for forensic evaluation and for criminal responsibility. And then, Mr. Dabney, I'm going to give you another date to come back and see us, okay? So I'll set the hearing for, okay, I'm going to set your new date for April 18th, 2024 at 9 a.m., okay? They're going to give you a notice. Okay, so here's what I want you to do, Mr. Dabney. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a letter or you're gonna get some communication from somebody indicating that you need to meet with them.
And I'll have my proper persons with me then?
You can bring somebody with you as long as who's talking to you says it's okay.
Sure.
You can do that. I'm not gonna have a problem with that.
Okay.
Okay, but what I want you to know is you might get something from Mr. Bannis or his office about when you need to meet with that person. And so if you do, you need to pay attention to that, okay?
I need to pay attention to what? The paper?
The paper,
Oh, yeah.
okay? All right, defendant's bond will continue. All right,
What's the new date?
April 18th. Thank you. All right, Mr. Dabney, you take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh. Mr. Dabney, this is just a reminder of your next court date. And it also has my phone number. This is for you, so you remember your next court date. Thank you.
All right, yeah, Mr. Dabney, take that. So I told him to give that to you so that you had it in your possession, okay? All right, you take care.
All right, he has another hearing coming up. And what I wanted to cover, which I didn't say in the beginning, I'm going through all the cases up until now. So the last one you'll see with him is the one that was just last week. And so while I'm here, left-handed RN just became a member. So welcome to the membership and check out the community post because I have things over there for members for special perks that are not listed in the perks. Okay. So if you can't find it, just hit me up. And there was one more in here. Oh, Silverlight. I like you say he's bringing his proper person. So that was kind of funny. I was in here laughing at that. Oh, when he need to bring somebody with him, yeah, he's bringing his proper person to represent him. So we're going to go to the next hearing, okay? Let's go.
For cause case, People versus Forbes Dabney. They're not here, are they? Pardon? Forbes Dabney. Not here. Warren Brown, Deputy Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Forbes Dabney. I had intended to request that this matter be adjourned because we didn't have the updated competency evaluation. Right, I see that, but you don't know where he is. Yeah, okay. Well, we can look at him. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be setting him at a 10,000 cash surety. Bless you. That warrant will issue immediately.
All right, same day. This is same day.
Court recalls case People versus Forbes Dabney. We're ready then. Lauren Brown, public defender. Right, approaching the podium.
Special appearance.
No, sir. This, we're special, but this
It's not. What is it?
regular.
No. No, you need. What do you call it? A special appearance with the attorney, all those guys. Can we do that?
Wait, first we want to get to the competency, which is what this.
I don't need the confidence. I need what I need. My car. That's why I'm not late.
Oh, right. So let me explain that to the judge, so he knows why you're late. And that way he will get back to you. Well. Okay. So, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you need
Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes, for reminding
Can I
us.
put this away?
Yes, go ahead and put it in your pocket. You can actually, if you want to put this, let's put this down here. So,
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Your name?
Thank you, Aqua Queen. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you very much.
so you hold on to that.
Yes,
So
sir.
you hold on to that.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's this? Oh, I hold this? Okay, thank you.
All right. So you hear me okay?
I hear you fine now.
All right. Your Honor,
As a sheet metal worker, I had many years, and my hearing is gone, so.
okay. All right. So, Your Honor. Yes. This is Mr. Forbes Dabney.
Dabney is my last name.
Right.
My family name is Dabney,
It is.
and my first name, they call me Forbes.
All right. And that's who this is. That's what I. So, Your Honor, earlier this case
Yes,
was
sir.
called,
Mhm.
and Mr. Dabney had car problems. He was broken down. It's the belt.
Yeah,
on
the
car
serpentine belt,
had broken
that's a
down.
generator.
Yeah, so he had problems.
There's
the whole thing in there on an old car.
Oh, yeah.
So we would respectfully request that the court recall the bench warrant.
Yeah.
I recalled the bench warrant. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
You're welcome. And now, this matter, as the court may recall, this is set for competency review here. They have not completed the evaluation at this time. So we were asking, or we were going to ask, that this matter be adjourned so that they could complete that evaluation and we could move forward in this case.
Thank you.
Do they?
You're my attorney or something?
I am. That's who
Okay.
I am.
All right.
I'm Lauren Brown.
You what?
Lauren Brown.
Darren Brown?
Lauren,
Lauren Brown. Glad to meet you.
glad to
Okay.
meet you.
What else do we need to do?
Well,
To talk to him?
No, hold on. You just sit tight. You're good.
Okay, thank you.
I'll set the competency hearing, then review hearing out to May 16th. All right.
Okay, I'll need copies of that because
2024, 9 a.m. or as his invite indicates.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Fine, we'll continue. And the warrant is recalled. All right, thank you.
I didn't hear the last part.
They said bond will continue. You're all set.
You're free to go,
Thank you, sir.
but you gotta leave our stuff with us.
Say again?
You gotta leave the stuff with us.
Stick with you?
No. Give him, give him that.
Okay, now we're up to the new charges with Mr. Dabney. And also, Chrissy, congratulations on your 1-month membership. So I'm glad you're sticking around. Thank you very much. Now let's get into the current charge of the resisting assaulting of police officer. Okay, let's go again.
He's in jail.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hannah Mackey on behalf of Dabney.
Dabney, can you state your name, please?
What's going on here? Hello? Hey,
Hello, okay.
what's going on?
Tell the judge your name.
Oh,
You
Sam.
recognize that as being Mr. Dabney, because I don't know that we're gonna
Yes, Your Honor.
get an
Hello,
entire.
where am I? Hello, who?
Okay,
All right,
It's-
I'm seeing a little better today. And I'm hearing just as well, I guess. I'm impaired. So this is, who is this am I with? Hello, can you hear me out there?
yes, I can hear you, Mr. Dabney. This is Judge Simpson, okay?
Oh, Judge Simpson, okay.
All right, so Mr. Dabney, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, your attorney has asked for a forensic evaluation. I'm gonna sign that order and give you a new date to come back, okay?
What does that mean? It sounds like.
Okay,
you
that
said-
means there are gonna be some folks that are gonna talk to you, and they're just gonna tell us how well you are and whether or not this matter can proceed forward.
What are you trying to say? Am I stuck here in this jail again?
Well, I don't know what's gonna happen with you in that regard, but I'm just telling you what we're doing today, okay?
So I'm not leaving today. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm telling you, you're not leaving today, but what will happen is your attorneys will come down and talk to you about that, okay?
I
So
think that's unusual. The behaviors of the judge should not be had a right to do that. I don't think. Some people are holding me against my will. And
Okay. Okay, well,
it's solved
they
some kind of
may
way.
they may come back to me and then we'll figure out something, okay? On that. So I'm gonna order a competency hearing on a forensic evaluation and
What is that word
competency
you
hearing.
said? I
Hold
can't hear
on,
it.
hold
I
on,
hear it.
hold
Say
on,
it
Mr.
again.
Dabney. I'm gonna set that for May 22nd, 2025 at 9. Okay, and I'll continue, at this time, I'll continue your bond on that case. Now, I've got a new case.
What is a bond?
Hold on a second.
What's the bond stuff all about?
What's the bond?
Yeah, that's kind of stuff I don't know. Why you guys
Okay,
do
you
that,
can
what
talk to
you're
your
doing.
attorney about it, but right
All right.
now, on that case I just did, what do you have it? I don't have a sheet in front.
Where's my attorney?
Hang on, I'm gonna answer your question. Let me just find the paper. Pardon? Okay, your bond is set at 10,000 in that case.
Why? I don't believe.
Okay,
that's
well,
right.
here's what you do. You talk to your attorneys about that, and if they want to raise that before me, they can bring a motion to the court, okay?
Well, there's something wrong here.
Okay, so, hold on, Mr.
No,
Dabney, now we got,
You telling me that you got something against me?
no, I don't have anything against you, Mr. Dabney.
Well, why are you holding me here then?
Well, I'm not gonna change the bond until I get something that tells me I should.
Well, what's this bond crap about? I want to know something about it. And my attorneys are not talking to me.
Okay.
Mr.
I
Dabney,
don't
this is
even know I have
Ronald
an attorney. I had
Brown. Mr.
looked
Dabney,
for
this is
somebody
Ronald Brown. I
who
came
is
to
my
see you.
attorney.
Ronald Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Dabney. I came to see you yesterday for about half an hour, 45 minutes.
Where are you now? I don't see nothing but a piece of paper here. Wait a minute.
You asked for my name and I gave you my name. I can make a bond
Okay.
argument if you like, Your Honor. He's 70 years old.
Where is he? I want to see him on the screen here.
I'm at the podium. I'm right here in an
It's not
orange tie.
switching off of me. Can you do a podium view?
Where is he?
Hang on.
I want to see him. I haven't seen him for once. Where, or help me.
Right there.
Who's this?
It's your attorney.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, you saw me yesterday and I wrote my name down on a piece of paper, Ronald Brown, remember?
Is that you? I see you now, yeah. But you don't.
Yeah, we
look like
talked
the
about
person I
these
saw
things yesterday, correct? And you told me that you have medical conditions, that you have high blood pressure, that you have a heart condition, that you have vision challenges as well as hearing challenges. We talked about these things yesterday. You told me that you were an airplane pilot and that you also that you have a number of patents that you're working on and that you would like to continue working on those patents. You told me about your girlfriend. You told me about you taking tea and herbal medications instead of those medications that were prescribed for you. You told me that you had a heart monitor inserted underneath your chest by St. Joe's Hospital.
Wait a minute, was he supposed to tell all that? Huh?
Within the last several weeks, that heart monitor is irritating you, and you asked me to implore or urge the judge to allow you to get released so that you can get your proper medical attention through your medical for your medical needs. We didn't talk about these things yesterday?
Yes, we
Hello?
did. So what
Okay.
you're trying to tell me is now you're going to talk later on?
I'm talking to the judge now to give him reasons to think about releasing you. That's what I'm doing right now. I said I would do it.
Thank you. Then continue on. I think we're getting positive. We're getting.
So you're happy with my performance?
You're doing good, guy. I like you a lot. Yes.
Thank you.
Let's move on. Now, first,
So
one more thing I want to say to the judge. If
Tell
that's
him.
my way I could say something, the way I like to say, that the procedures that are going now against me with all these things is beyond my understanding to be a living soul on the face of the earth subject to the UCC codes of this thing. So I don't like what's going on with this court. And that's why I'm adjusting all these things, because I'm a living soul and a national, and you guys have gone beyond the power of the territory of the people of Michigan. And
Okay.
I don't like
Thank you for that. And Mr. Dabney, I'll think about that, and Mr. Brown will certainly bring all of those issues before the court. Now, Mr. Dabney, there's another case that I have for you that is charging with resisting and obstructing a police officer.
I object to that.
Okay. And
You know,
I haven't.
and there are reasons
hold
why
on.
that is.
Hold on, Mr. Dabney, hold on. You haven't been arraigned on it, but do you want Mr. Brown to represent you on that, the public defender?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
this is
what we
public
need to
defender
do.
case.
Is that what
He's
this
not been arraigned.
process-
You wait for him reading, he stands
Is
mute.
that what
Yes,
this
Your Honor.
process all about right now?
Well, that's part of the process.
Okay, then go on. What else is it?
Okay, well, hold on. Mr. Brown will be down to explain all of that to you.
All right. And I have some other questions I want to ask before you go with.
So
him.
let me finish this part, okay?
Go ahead.
So on this case, there's also been a request for a forensic evaluation. I will set this matter for, rather than a PCC, we'll just go to a comp hearing. We'll set that for, what was her name?
March.
Now, who
May
said that?
22nd?
Yes.
May
Who said
22nd. I'm going to set a date. Hold on. May 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m. All right.
But who said that though?
Who said
Was
what?
it you, Brown? Was it you, Mr. Brown?
The judge sets the dates.
Oh, the judge said that? It wasn't Brown
Yes.
who said that.
The judge said that. He set the date for you, Mr. Dabney.
Okay. So I'm going to set your bond in this case as just a $1,000 bond, okay? Not the $10,000. Mr. Brown will argue your bond at some point before me, okay?
Something don't sound right here.
I'll come down to see you and you'll give me additional information so that I can make more arguments why you should get out.
All other standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons. I will also no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any other drugs. All right, Mr. Dabney, thank you.
You're not going to answer my questions, Tim? You're not going to answer my question.
I answered all of your questions, sir.
Well, what was my answer to my question that I asked you?
What was your question?
Where's my things that has to do with finishing all these things with monies instead of fiat money systems? Where's my bond? Not my bond.
Okay.
My minor estate.
So what you're going to have to do,
I want to talk to my attorney about my minor estate.
this is what I want you to do. Mr. Dabney, I'll hear you and give you an answer to the question. You talk to your attorney, Mr. Brown, and he'll get all of that information to me.
Okay,
and then I'll make a decision.
As a judge or as a people?
As a judge, yes, that's what I do.
The judge with.
All right. Thank you, sir. We'll be in touch.
Okay, well, it's the end of that one. But you know what? With Mr. Dabney, yeah, I think somebody was feeding him some lines or something. But each hearing, he kind of said a little bit. He was trying to say a little bit in this hearing, but it's not going to work. I know some of you mentioned stuff about competency. Yeah, he needs some help. But I'm sure Judge Simpson, by the way he is, he's going to look out for him. That's why he's not really paying him any attention with the little bit of sovereign citizen stuff he's trying to say, like the UCC and all that good stuff. But that was a good case. I brought you all the way up to speed to now. So he'll have another hearing. The competency, I think he said it in there, but you know how those competency hearings are. It takes a few months or so before they can even get in to get that done. So we probably won't see him for at least 3 to 5 months. Who knows? And then the other ones I covered tonight, they go back. I'll check on them too, because I know the child support guy has another case also. And that first guy, I got to figure out what court he's in, because that particular court holds hearings for a bunch of different courts all in that same county. So I got to track that guy down, because that's going to be interesting. The one that seemed like he got lessons from Eric Martin. So anyway, thanks for all the members that have been a part of the membership. Thanks for all the subscribers that subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the people that came. Some of you came in and say, hey, I'm a little late. I haven't created a schedule for lives yet. It just depends on what I'm getting. And then I normally try to do it in the evening because a lot of people seem to show up. But maybe down the road, I'll have like a dedicated schedule and a day that I'll do lives. Maybe I'll do them like once on the weekend or something. We'll see. But anyway, thank everyone for watching and supporting the channel. And I will see y'all around on the next video, because I'm sure I have something to load up tomorrow. Okay? All right? I'll see you next time.